Clutch Trucker is filmed before a live studio audience. Rusty, the getting very, very shaggy meatball dog. Right, Rusty? And Clutch Trucker still comes standard with Lysol wipes. Gotta have them, baby. Gotta have them. Hey, YouTube. Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Subject of today's video is LED light bulb replacements for inside your truck. Now, I did a video on this a few months back when I initially replaced my this style, the old standard style filament type bulb for my right above my driver's seat and my passenger seat. And I also replaced my lights in the dome up here with, because they were also just bulbs, just plain old the old-fashioned ones, with the new LED ones that I found right here. Look like this. All right, see they got the LED little things on them all around. That's a Grand General. It came in this package. But if you noticed maybe in one of my previous videos where the light behind me was flickering, yeah, well that's thanks to this guy right here. It just decided to start flickering. It didn't really last all that long. It's probably only been 5-6 months, but not too impressed. So when I was in a TA filling up in Youngstown, Ohio today, I did find the Pilot brand right here. You see, Pilot brand of LED light bulb. Now this is the same brand as the ones I put in the front of my truck. Right next to my headlights, you got, you know, the turn, the marker, and turn bulbs for either left or right. And they had a tower style bulb that went in there, and they've been in there for probably almost 2.5 years, and I haven't had a lick of problem with them. And a set of 2 of them was like 25 bucks, so they've been well worth it. So I thought, well, maybe it's the problem is the brand. The Grand General, maybe they aren't the best, and so I found this same, I'm gonna say this Pilot brand, and they even let you try them out ahead of time. See, you have a little light here. Woo! Hey, check that out. Arr! I think that's kind of neat. They have a battery hooked up so you can try it out ahead of time. So the other day when I went to go replace my flickering dome light with just the old bulbs I had, I pulled the old bulbs out and looked at them carefully, and no, they were both completely burnt out. The filaments had broken inside. I guess they were about to go in the first place, and rattling around in the truck for a while, not being used, broke the filaments inside. So I had to find the replacement, like I say, which is these right here, this Pilot brand. So hopefully I'll have better luck with that. And I also had changed out the ones above my head, and we'll look at those. Now this is the light I'm talking about that's right above my steering wheel. See right there, up there, and you can turn it on and off, you know, if you do like that. Okay. So I initially bought, when I bought those Grand Generals for the dome light and back, bought replacements for this light right here. So for the one up here and above my passenger seat that you can click on and off, I did find, you know, again, some Grand Generals, and they were these right here. They have 8 LEDs in them, and they replace this bulb. Fits in the same way, all right? And I put those in initially, and I didn't think they were quite bright enough. I wasn't thrilled with them. And then I found these, same kind of deal, except they have, what is it, 24 lights in there or something like that? Yeah. See, it's a wider thing, but it still fits in the same socket. 24 LEDs in them. I thought, great, hey, that should be fantastic. Put them up there, used them for a little while, and I liked them initially. But then you see all you have these 24 LEDs on there. 2 or 3 of them would start flickering off and on, and that drove me bananas. So I ended up going back to the standard bulb because it was brightest overall, I thought. They just get super hot. So anyway, tonight when I was buying my overhead dome replacement for one of this with these, the Pilot brand that you can test in the package, I also found, where is my package here? Oh, got too many packages. Yeah, this one right here, which is now up, actually above my head right now. All right, I swapped them out so you can see the new one I bought. And it only has 4 LEDs on it, but they're bigger. They're a lot bigger. Because see how small they were on the Grand General brand? They're kind of small. On this Pilot brand, you see how much bigger they are. on there. There's only 4, but these 4 are brighter than the 8 on the same size one initially. And it came in a package where you could test it in the store again too. Comes with the little leads. I'm kind of tempted to save the package just as using this as a test kit. Because if you hook them back over each end, let's see if I can do that. All right, got one shoved on there. And then you can shove it on the other end, and you could, if nothing else, you could use this as a bulb tester. All right, so see, I got it shoved on the other end, and yeah, see, I can still use it as a tester. That's kind of cool, huh? Anyway, so here's the newest one, and this is, like I say, the single overhead one made by Pilot, the same people who did my front ones, and now the new dome lights. So you can see on the back, you can see the circuit part of it on the back a little bit. And like I say, the LEDs on the front. All right, so there's the newest bulb back up there and the one above my driver's seat. And there it is with the lens cover back over it. And yes, that one with just the 4 LEDs, this Pilot brand is brighter than that Grand General with either the 8 or the 24, in my opinion. So like I say, here's what this package looked like. Pilot, and there's the numbers and so forth on the front. This is just, replaces your standard, tube-like one that you have in a lot of these dome lights, especially in Freightliners. And hopefully these will last longer. Like I say, I had good luck with the brand. This brand is my front lights for my turn and marker lights on the very front of the truck. They've been over 2.5 years. So hopefully this will be a non-flicker and a better light. I think so far it is a brighter light. And so now we'll see how the dome lights compare. Here's the new ones up there in the big overhead dome light. And they do seem even to be a little bit brighter than the LEDs I'm replacing them with. And there's how they look with the cover back over them. Way up there on the ceiling. And with these Pilot packages, you can even plug the old bulb in and test it on that thing. That's kind of fun. So you can keep this as a bulb tester. I think that's kind of snazzy. Why not? So it remains to be seen, but we'll see how the Pilot brand stands up to the Grand General brand. I tend to think these are going to do better since I've had really good luck with the ones on the front of the truck. So we'll just see. So look for these. I found them at TA's. All right. This I also bought it at TA in the shop. I found these inside the store on one of those little Lazy Susan kind of rack things. If that helps you out. Yeah, I'm still going to hang on to all these LED ones that I'm not using now as backups. I'm a big believer in keeping things for a backup, baby. Thank you. The LED lights update. Hope you enjoyed that. Sitting here at the TA, they call it TA Harrisburg, but it's really kind of 10 miles northeast of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, on I-81, exit 77. I reserved a spot, but when I got here, no, there wasn't one available. I mean, I already paid for it, but some arseholes decided, truckers like that, you need to be slapped in the face repeatedly with a fish, wet fish. You didn't pay for the reserve spot, don't park in one. Now, Pilots and Flying J's I gave up on because the few times I tried to use their reserve park system, they don't enforce it. And so everyone knows that, so it's not even worth trying with them. Usually TAs and Petros are really good about enforcing it, but when I got here tonight, no. They hadn't been enforcing it tonight, and there's people parked all over the place, everywhere illegally. So I had to go inside and say, you gotta move, people. So they came out, finally, after a while, they moved one guy, and another truck zipped right into that one. So I had to have them wait until they roused somebody else out of their bed and moved them, and then I had to wait while that guy stood outside and argued with the security guy for like 15 minutes. What's there to argue about? You screwed up. You're being a jerk. You're being an asshole, and you're stealing a spot that's not yours. So, sorry you gotta move, but get over it. I paid for my spot, okay, with my Ultra credit. Didn't pay cash for it, but I want my spot. TA, you owe me a spot. Pissed me off that it took damn near an hour and a half to get into it. Like I say, usually TAs and Petros are pretty good about enforcing it, but tonight they weren't. Alright, enough of this rant. Got to deliver down near the Philadelphia area, actually kind of right in between Philadelphia and Trenton, New Jersey, tomorrow morning, so we'll see how that goes. Hey, in coming days, look for fun videos. while I was driving. This is a long drive out here. I thought of some great COVID-19 TV theme songs from great old TV shows. So we're going to be doing those coming up soon. I just didn't have enough time tonight to get around to it. Plus, somebody had suggested doing one all about traveling with a dog. I've got that one to come up. So we're going to have some more fun videos coming up in probably the next week or so. So stay tuned for that stuff. Please subscribe. Please like. Please ring the bell for notification. Comment. I do get your comments. It may take me a day or two, but I do get to them. As always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch out.